White gets a screen, step back.
Afternoon, Ravens, and welcome to Ravens Second Take, presented to you by the Raven Network. I'm Adam Donner, and tonight we'll be taking a look at this Celtics-Cavs game. We'll be taking a look at the dominance that the Celtics had in Game 1. We'll also take a look at last night's Thunder and Mavs game. Thunder with another dominant win as well. We'll take a look at Monday night's games as well and preview what's to come, including the MVP race and tonight's games as well. You're watching the Raven Network. Don't go anywhere.
Okoro hit 3 of 6 from deep in the first half. Jaylen Brown knifes in, trying to challenge Mobley. Just masterful with his feet. In tight. Tatum. And first pitch, into the open field. Pacheco.
So welcome to Second Take tonight. We've got a panel, me, Adam Donner, Jackman Vids, of course, Jeremiah Cook, and Joe Brusha. First, we're going to get talking about some of Monday night's games. That started with the Pacers and Knicks and the Timberwolves and Nuggets. And I think one of the big things to talk about here, let's talk about the Timberwolves Nuggets first. Man, Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves are just, without Gobert, of course, in that game, the Timberwolves looking very, very dominant in this postseason right now.
Looking even better without Gobert than they did with Gobert, I'll add. Interesting.
Very interesting, for sure.
Honestly, one of my top picks to go to the finals and win. So
Timberwolves?
yeah, well, OKC at first, but
Yeah, they're going down to the Mavs. But we'll talk about that later.
we'll talk about that later, I guess.
Yeah, I was really surprised. Defending champs, just not performing as well as I thought they would.
At home to add as well.
At home
At
too.
Yeah.
Losing at home to the Nuggets, Mile High City. That's tough.
Yeah, I'll never think that like the Denver Nuggets would be down 2-0 right now against the Timberwolves. Not even like a million years, so. But honestly, I feel like this game would go down to like Game 6. I don't think they're gonna get swept by the Timberwolves.
I definitely don't think the Timberwolves can pull off a sweep here. It's a very high level of play, 100%. Anthony Edwards with 35 points per game through the first two. But it is interesting. You see the second game of the series, Minnesota wins by 26 compared to the 7 that they won by in Game 1. Just very dominant. That's without Gobert, of course. Yeah. Just very dominant playing through these first two games. And now you wonder, heading back to Minnesota, what's going to happen now?
But can we talk about what Jamal Murray did at Game 2?
Oh, throwing stuff at the refs?
He just threw it live on play while they were playing. But he got fined $100K for that.
100K.
100K.
Just.
So, you can't do that.
No.
Yeah,
you can't. You let your emotions get to you.
Yeah. A heating pad onto the court while they're playing.
Yeah, that's just inexcusable behavior.
Inappropriate.
And we
especially
saw,
as a professional.
And especially on the stage that they're on, right? You can't be doing that, especially later on in the season. You can't be doing that when it's, your season's on the line and, it can risk, getting suspension and whatever. So you got to be smart.
Yeah.
And we saw this too last week with some coaches, and it's just through these playoffs, just some, you let the emotions get the best of you, and it's just not smart behavior, and because of that, you put your team at risk, obviously, because Jamal Murray, a very important player on this Nuggets team, he had the huge game winner against the Lakers early on in that series, not the
2 game winners.
2 game winners. Not that the Lakers stood much of a chance besides those, but you put your team in a very risky spot with that because you're already down 2-0. You can't afford big losses like that.
Yeah.
And now you're in this 2-0 hole going into Minnesota. It doesn't look great for Denver.
Yeah, and the way Anthony Edwards is playing, if he does somehow sweeps the Nuggets, I feel like Anthony Edwards will be the best player in the league right now and be the face of the league.
This is a young, talented kid. And speaking of young, talented kids, how about SGA and the Thunder last night? Absolutely rolling through the Mavericks. Joe,
it was a fluke.
Joe,
it was a fluke.
Let's hear what Joe has to say about this one. I'd like
take it
to
away.
hear this.
Take it away, Joe.
Yeah,
all right.
What's the excuse?
You know,
22 points.
I think
Garbage excuse.
I just think Doncic, he just had a rough night. It happens. He was averaging over 30 points in the series against the Clippers. You can't sustain that throughout the entire playoffs. You're gonna have an off game.
Nah, he's going.
Yeah, no.
Every time he plays the Thunder, every time he has to go up against Lou Dort.
I do like what Joe said.
That.
I mean, Luka had a very, very high level of play through that series against the Clippers, and he was averaging nearly 30 a game, and he puts up 19 in game one. Like, that's obviously not the numbers we're used to seeing out of Luka in the playoffs, but also 30 is a high number to maintain. You're going to have off nights, but it'll be interesting to see how they try to rebound tomorrow night against this young Thunder team. SGA with 29, 9, and 9, nearly a triple-double in game one, and I like the direction this Thunder team is headed. Maybe it's not a finals championship this year, but in the next, I like where this team is headed, and just in the near future.
It just doesn't give me the feeling of Russ and KD though. It feels the success, but it doesn't feel that void.
What do you mean? You got Josh Giddey.
Why would you?
It will fill a void. I'll tell you what.
Are you kidding? Tell me what's wrong about Josh Giddey then, Jeremiah?
There's nothing wrong with Josh Giddey, but there's so many names you could have said first, like Jacob, like
you don't have to
Chet,
I was gonna name them all, but
but like you only mentioned
there.
that one. Yeah. You didn't mention any others. Okay.
Well, he's Australian.
Okay.
But also, I don't think we should discredit Kyrie for his wonderful performance against the Clippers.
Kyrie and Luka balled out.
They're going
in that
crazy.
series. And those two are going to be the only reason that the Mavs have any success in these playoffs. I think once their level of play slows down, you get to a point where it's hard for the rest of the team to step up and get them over that hump of like making these close games. We didn't see that against the Thunder just last night, and because of that, it's when you don't have Luka and Kyrie contributing like crazy, it's hard to win games.
Yeah, and like OKC, they just have so many pieces to their team. Like, they don't got a big three, you know what I mean? They got a big five.
Yeah, OKC a very high depth team and a very young team, and they're not playing like a young playoff inexperienced team. They had an easy sweep. They're 5-0 in the playoffs right now, and I do really like the direction this team is going. And another team I really like the direction is the Knicks, up 1-0 against the Pacers with a big win.
Yeah, I'm not.
At the
I'll be the first to say it. They do have the Infinity Stones.
Yep.
They do have the Infinity Stones.
Deckant tried to tell us. Was it last week or the week before that?
It was one of the first episodes.
He wasn't completely wrong. The Knicks are playing very, very solid basketball through these playoffs, and Jalen Brunson, man, is just incredible.
Averaging 40 points. What is it, 4 or 5 consecutive games?
Yeah. He put up 43 in game one. I mean, Jalen Brunson is having himself.
The way the NBA is going right now is going to have a bright future.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the young guys
are very
going crazy.
I mean, Jalen Brunson, SGA, and Edwards. You got a lot of these young.
Victor Wembanyama.
I mean, Jalen Brunson, he's 27.
Okay, but he's still young.
Are we saying that's
fair?
You
just haven't seen much of him until now, and now we're really seeing a lot from this guy.
It's like
this Knicks team.
In Dallas, he was like all right, you know what I mean? He wasn't Luka. Like, Luka was taking all the shine, but then when he went to the Knicks,
I mean,
Now we saw.
It's definitely an environment that he can flourish in.
Yeah, and we've seen that obviously so far through this postseason. I mean, Jalen Brunson is just playing incredible. He's, I believe, as of Game 6 against the Sixers, he was tied with Jamal Murray for most 40-point games in the playoffs so far. I don't know if I don't believe Murray had one. Has had a 40-point game in either of these first two games, but I mean Jalen Brunson is just playing incredible right now, and it's exciting for this Knicks team, and that realistically I believe that's the only threat to this Celtics team, who went up 1-0 against the Cavaliers last night.
So you think so?
In the East.
Okay.
That's the only threat in the East. Yeah.
Okay.
I think personally, I think whoever wins the West
is winning.
Is going to take the entire thing, because the West is a loaded conference, and we saw the Celtics had.
You're counting on the Celtics that he.
Like
The Celtics have been unstoppable.
Yeah, but the Celtics, they're
All
like they're on
regular
a plane of their own. Okay,
But
they're
they've been like this for like what, three
That's
years?
true.
When's the last time they
I
won?
mean,
the
they
finals?
lost to the Heat.
Yeah, they lost to
So-
the eighth.
how many finals do they have?
I mean, it's been a while since they brought a championship. I mean, the last opportunity they had was against the Warriors in 2022, and they fell way short.
It's
Everyone-
probably been
It's been a
since
long.
2010.
It's been a long
I'm
time.
pretty sure it's been since like the 2009, 2010s.
It's been a rough 15 years for the Celtics, but now they're obviously they are looking very dominant. A 25-point win over the Cavs in Game 1, as we look to tomorrow night. But I mean, this Celtics team, I don't see them not choking in the finals. I believe they can get there. They're gonna have to get past the Knicks, I think, because those are these two Northeastern teams, man, are playing incredible basketball. But I don't see how a Western team doesn't take them out.
No. Well, the Mavs, Celtics would take them out easily, but but Timberwolves or the Thunder, no.
I mean, even the Nuggets, like
Yeah.
those three. I believe the weakest link in the West right now is the Mavs. Joe, you're not gonna like that one, but
And
but
we're not
wrong.
saying they're bad.
No, they're not bad.
They're not bad.
I think they're the least likely out of the West to make a serious run,
And go to the finals.
As a wise man, Adam Donner once said, "It's just more people to prove wrong."
Yeah, but like that's the thing, is you're not gonna prove anyone wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, we
You're just gonna
watched
prove
game
us
one.
right.
I'm gonna prove y'all wrong.
You're gonna prove us right.
You're gonna prove
Us
us
three
wrong.
No,
Mark my words.
Joe, you're not on the team.
Next
You're
game-
not proving anybody wrong.
All right.
You're
Next
like
game,
Max Kellerman.
Doncic and Kyrie are gonna go for 70 points combined.
Oh God.
All right, and they're gonna win
Okay.
by 12. I'm calling it right now.
All right.
So
right.
we'll revisit that
Not
on
in.
Friday and likely hear Joe's apology,
And,
just like the one he had to make last week for that Pacers Bucks pick.
I apologize
We-
for everybody.
We might have.
Really?
a-
Oh,
was-
well,
that
no,
was-
not me.
except
I
you.
picked it. Yeah, I picked the
Except
Pacers.
you.
Y'all didn't like that pick, but who was right?
Yeah, you didn't like the Mavs against the Clippers either.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I was kind of on the fence on that one, but
But like, I feel like everybody was. I thought the Clippers were gonna win that.
that could have gone either.
That coulda gone
That was
either
a
way.
very until those
entire time.
until those last two games, it was competitive, and it could have gone either way. But those last two games, Luka and Kyrie absolutely showed out and brought it home for Dallas. And now
that's what they're gonna do at OKC.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
So
God.
Joe,
Hey, you look at Game 1 against the Clippers, or even the first two games.
Joe, we aren't the
Doncic's
Clippers.
a little bit of a slow.
Joe,
We're
the
on the
Thunder,
Clippers.
the Thunder,
Slow
not the
start.
Clippers.
We're on-
Later in the series, he's
we
gonna
aren't the
heat up,
Clippers.
completely take over again. It's gonna
Oh
happen.
We're sweeping y'all.
Okay,
not
a
gonna
sweep.
happen.
A sweep is a stretch.
I'm
A
sorry,
sweep is a
I'm
stretch.
just an Oklahoma City Thunder fan.
No,
man.
we know you're a
I
fan.
just-
We know you're a fan.
You're saying you're gonna go
But a
back to
sweep-
Dallas and sweep us.
I don't know about back to Dallas. I like personally. I like the
We would
Thunder
go to
in
Game
6.
5.
I like the Thunder in 6.
I like the Thunder in 5.
Joe,
'Cause
what's
if
your
we
pick?
can sweep the
Mavs
Pelicans,
in
we can
7?
definitely
Mavs in
sweep
7.
Mavs in
the
7?
Pelicans. You're gonna compare the Pelicans to the Mavs? Is that
Yeah,
what we're
bro.
doing?
That
The
you can't. No, you
Pelicans?
can't compare that. That's
No,
like
just Joe making me mad right now.
that's like comparing the Clippers to the Thunder. Just
Mavs in 7.
Mavs in 7.
Yep.
Thunder in 5.
Thunder
I
in
love
6.
being a Pistons fan.
Oh my
Anyway,
Oh God. Yeah. No, you just can't talk about basketball at all.
all right.
Then, as a Pistons fan,
That's just sad, bro.
All right. Anyways, speaking about the Mavs and the Thunder, Doncic, SGA, both finalists for the
For the
Kia
MVP.
MVP.
Ooh.
What do we
This is
think
a
about
tough-
that?
I personally, I really like SGA to win this MVP trophy.
All right.
I think this year he's just been so dominant and has just showed up every time he's asked to. He just showed up when he's needed, and he's led this Thunder team to an incredible season, to a 1 seed in the West, to a 5-0 record in the playoffs, and I don't see any way that SGA doesn't get it. I know Doncic
He's
and
actually
Jokic.
he's ranked 3rd right now.
Who, Luka?
No, SGA.
Out of the 3, I think he
Yes.
deserves it the most
No,
out of the 3.
Facts.
Jokic is projected to win it right
You're
now.
What?
Okay, no,
Oh
you're
my
a Thunder
goodness.
fan.
Followed
Jokic?
by Doncic.
Jokic?
Then SGA.
I don't
Jokic
like
does
that.
not deserve it. Right, he deserved it last year.
What,
Last
okay,
year he
if last
deserved
year,
it.
okay, if he would have gotten it last year, would that have been his 3rd in a row, or was that? I want to say because he has 2 under his belt, does he not?
Yeah.
And I think it was.
Were those back to back?
I
think
want to
they were
say they
back to
were.
back.
Here,
I wanna say they were.
let's look real quick.
But
Hold,
no.
please, while we conduct some
Yeah,
research.
well,
No.
I'm pretty sure. Yes, back to back, and then
that would have been his
Embiid took it.
Yeah, Embiid took it last
Embiid
year.
took it for the 2022-2023. So I think Jokic is obviously an incredible player. There's no one's denying that all these 3 guys are incredible players. They're huge for their teams. But the problem is just like I like SGA to win this one.
I feel like we should base it off the records a little bit. No,
Okay, no.
Listen, SGA is dropping 30 a game. Like almost every single game, right?
So is Doncic.
Okay, but
Doncic
but
was
who's
the
first-
regular
but
season
who's-
scoring
But who's
leader.
first in the West? And then who's like what? What do you guys? 6?
They had the same record.
Okay, who cares?
Are you talking? Oh no, you're arguing against Doncic. Oh, I thought you were arguing
Yeah,
against
I'm
Jokic.
talking- yeah,
I thought
I'm
you were
arguing-
arguing against Jokic
yeah,
because
I'm
Jokic and Shay.
Shay.
My bad.
Yeah.
Shay and Jokic both played on teams with the same record.
Okay, yeah, but I'm talking about Luka right now.
Okay,
That's why I feel like SGA.
is he the current favorite or is it Jokic?
No, it's Jokic.
It's
is currently
Jokic?
favored.
Jokic should not. I don't think Jokic should win it. I think SGA had a better season.
Thunder fan, by the way.
Thunder fan, by the way. Yeah.
If that wasn't clear already.
Yeah, if he didn't make that quite clear by him saying "we" every time he brought up the Thunder.
You know, I'm just gonna look at the stats. You know, Doncic is averaging more per game.
Okay,
in
but
every
who's
statistical
first? But
category.
who's first in the West? And then who's like 6? You guys are.
They're fair.
All right.
5th. Okay.
They're
Luka,
fair.
more points per game, more rebounds per game, more assists per game.
Okay, good job, Luka.
Okay, wait.
Though. That's
Not
SGA.
yet.
No,
Not yet.
he
He
hasn't
won.
won. We don't find out till
Maybe
tonight. And it'll be interesting, 100%. And also tonight, a couple games on the slate. We've got, just one. The Knicks Pacers tonight at the Garden.
Ooh, God.
Pacers coming off a big series against the Bucks. They lost the first one. Competitive game, obviously, but
Yeah, it went
not
down to the wire.
It really did come down to the wire. I like the Knicks tonight, but I wouldn't. But you can't count this Pacers team out. This Pacers team is a scrappy underdog.
They got
and they're-
Tyrese Halliburton.
I mean, this Pacers team is playing. This is a scary team to play. This is not a team that. This is a 6 seed that you don't want to play.
Yeah, 100%.
But I would rather play them than the Mavs.
Oh my gosh.
I'd rather play them than
Actually-
the Mavs. Because you're gonna have to
Yeah,
guard
no,
Luka
yeah.
and Kyrie. Like Tyrese Halliburton.
What about
is good.
Tyrese Halliburton?
He's good. No, I'm not discrediting him. He's good, but he ain't no Luka.
Pascal
I
Siakam.
actually do
Pascal-
like that. I thought you were saying you'd rather play the Mavs and the Pacers for a second, and you were just trying to say that to get under Joe's skin. I would rather play the Pacers though than the Mavs. The Mavs are a scary team because when you have Luka and Kyrie on, you have
when they
Luka
are
and
hooping.
Kyrie on. Like that is tough.
Because you got to worry about 2 of them.
Yeah, and it's two superstars.
If you shut
in the
down
league.
one, you better hope the other one doesn't go off. Because then
Yeah.
how are you going to stop that?
Because those are 2 incredibly talented players,
Two
as we've seen
incredible
all year.
scorers.
And through the last few games of that Clippers-Mavs series, I mean, they absolutely showed out.
And Kyrie Irving's having a good time there. He's loving Dallas. So you already know he's going to
finally enjoying a team that he's on.
finally
About
enjoying the
time.
team.
Yeah, give it 3 years.
No, I feel like it's going to stay the same
We'll
for
see.
a couple more years. You know, one more.
Here's my thing when it comes to Knicks and Pacers, I've already kind of said this. Knicks, they don't have the bench depth that they need.
No.
They do not.
It's a 7-man rotation right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Just give Knicks a couple more years, like 2, 3 more years, and I feel like they'll be in the finals.
But the Pacers, you got guys that come off the bench,
You got
score
a
double
lot of
digits
rotation
consistently.
Mm-hmm. You got
consistently in the double digits.
They just don't have the power players that other teams have. They have the rotational players. They have a full team. It's just they're lacking that star power.
Brunson's uncanny streak of 40-point games is going to come to an end.
There's no way.
And when it comes to an end,
and if it doesn't, then
Luka only scored 19. That's why you saying that.
I'm saying Brunson's 40-point games.
What if he drops 40 tonight?
I think if the depth,
I don't think so. I don't think he drops 40 tonight.
Let's see.
I think his streak comes to an end, and the Pacers
once he drops 40
Pacers
tonight.
take game 2.
I think Pacers take game 2.
Once he drops 40 tonight, I'll call you.
So real quick then, let's hear.
Once he drops 40 tonight, I'll call you.
I want to hear the East and West winners. What is your finals matchup as of now? What do you guys think? Let's start with Jack, and we'll work our way down.
Ooh, you're
I got to go Boston Nuggets.
Boston Nuggets.
It's just
Boston Nuggets. Ooh,
that's a safe pick. It is a 2-0 series in Minnesota starting tomorrow night.
Yeah,
or Friday night.
It's just the Nuggets. I really don't think that they're going to be. I know that they're going to bounce back. It's that feel. It's that. I don't really have any reason. It's just.
You just get
they're
that
gonna
vibe.
figure it out.
You think that? Yeah. Jeremiah.
honestly, I'm gonna apologize right now
The
for the
Thunder and Celtics.
for the biased comments.
You say Thunder.
We know he's going to.
Oh, I'm gonna say Thunder. Thunder and Celtics.
What do you know?
And
I want you to look at each and every single one of these cameras and say, I, Jeremiah, think the Oklahoma City Thunder are going to the finals.
Wait, look at the
That
one
one
right
first.
here.
That one first.
This one first? All right. I, Jeremiah Cook, thinks OKC is going to the finals.
Okay, now you got that one.
I, Jeremiah Cook, thinks
Is?
is.
Can't even say it right.
Can't even say it right.
I can't even say it right.
It's not happening.
No, I think it's. No, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really think it's gonna happen that much, but
There we hear it.
I'll say
The
Timberwolves
honesty comes
Celtics.
out.
I'm gonna say, if the depth doesn't catch up to the Knicks and this 7-man rotation can keep this high level of
You
play
think the
going,
Knicks are going to the finals?
I think the Knicks can make it to the finals and take on the T-Wolves. I think the
It's not
T-Wolves
gonna
will win it.
I
But
don't
I
think
think
that-
if that 7-man rotation starts to get even the slightest bit tired, Celtics are easily going to take it
Well,
from
hold
them.
on.
So I'm going to lean towards the Celtics Timberwolves, and I kind of like the Timberwolves in that series. The Timberwolves, this young team is like playing elite basketball right now.
So if Anthony Edwards wins his first ring at the age of 22,
I think it's like he's for sure MJ's son at that point if he wins.
No, he doesn't have no legacy. He did one season.
He's got to do more than one season, but he's setting himself up.
but he
for
low-key
huge
does look like Michael
No.
Jordan though.
I mean, have you seen a picture of them like
Yes,
side by
bro.
side?
Yeah.
I've never seen a picture of them two in the same room. I'll say that much.
Yeah, like
It's
shaved his head, bro. Make Anthony
Shades that
Edwards
give
bald.
him an ear.
Yeah, bro. He's MJ, bro. He can go as MJ for Halloween.
I love the direction Ant's going if they're able to win the finals this year. I think that'll set him up. That'll set himself up for a huge run and put him in a debate. I mean, if he keeps this level of play
if he
up,
keeps this up for
and
the
he's only
next 10
22.
years,
If he keeps this up for a while,
if he
this
keeps
guy's
this
going
up
to
for
put
the
himself in a
next 10
position to
years.
be called one of the best of all time. But we're not there yet.
If
The
not
guy's
the-
22.
if not the
Like-
best.
Oh, the best. Okay,
Whoa,
no one ever. I'm sorry, but no one is taking that from Michael Jordan.
Oh
ever.
my God.
No one. And I'm
Oh
never gonna
my
say LeBron's
God.
better, but Michael Jordan's the GOAT, and I will stand by that till the day I die.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
LeBron James is the GOAT.
Oh my
LeBron
gosh.
James is the GOAT. He is the GOAT.
I want to cry.
Cry because he's the GOAT. You
No,
know it's
I'm not
true.
gonna cry because he's the GOAT. I'm gonna cry because he cries all the time, and people still call him the GOAT.
He is the GOAT. What,
He's not.
First
He's
off,
not.
Don't stand up at me and look down at me and do that again.
I think you should.
I will do it again.
Do it again.
I will do it again.
Do it again.
Michael
Stand up,
Jordan is
Jerry.
the GOAT.
Stand up.
How many
Michael
teams does
Jordan is
Michael?
the
Wait,
GOAT.
Michael Jordan has won how
Michael
many
Jordan's
rings on
not
how
the
many
GOAT.
teams?
Michael Jordan is 100%
Michael
the GOAT. I'm sorry.
I don't
Joe,
care
what's
if
your
he went
final
6-0 in the,
Hey, you
in
go
the
for- you
freaking
go first,
finals.
Donnie.
He was.
I already no, I
he
already
played
had
against
my
bums.
Celtics. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Let's
Michael,
let's hear
Michael
yours real
Jordan's
quick
sons
before we
can't
have
go
to.
pro, so.
All right.
And neither can LeBron's.
Is this?
Well,
is
no,
this-
we
is this
declared
like honest
something.
what we think are gonna happen? or
Honest, what you
we
think is
hope
going to
will
happen. No,
Wait,
not
hold-
what you hope is going to happen, you Mavs fan. It's
Yeah.
what is going to happen.
Yeah.
What is
talking about
going to
me,
happen?
All right. Give me Timberwolves Celtics. That hurt to say, but
See how? Look at this. This is an honest review right here,
Honest
Jeremiah.
man. Yeah, I appreciate the
I
honesty.
didn't have to look through all
I was
the cameras.
joking around. I was trying to get my biased
Joking
opinion.
around?
You know what? Now I'm gonna stick with the Thunder. You know what? I'm gonna go with the underdogs and stick with the Thunder.
He's just saying that because he likes the Thunder. But
No, I'm gonna go with the underdogs.
SGA is not winning MVP.
Oh
He's
my
not
goodness.
winning a ring.
Oh my
It's not gonna happen.
goodness. Neither.
okay,
is
he
Luka.
won't win the ring. I think he deserves MVP. He's not winning a ring this year. I think it's Ant Edwards and the T-Wolves this year.
I hope
I-
Luka Doncic like Chris Paul, 0 rings. That's my hope. I'm hoping for that. You may be
You
a
know
Luka
what?
Doncic hater.
It could happen. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm
Yeah, I wouldn't be
sorry, but
surprised
I
either.
wouldn't be surprised. Because
We'll
they got to
see.
build more of a team around Kyrie and
We'll
Matt.
see.
Or Kyrie and Luka. But we'll see. And make sure to catch us on Friday as we talk about tonight's Pacers-Knicks game and tomorrow's Celtics-Cavaliers and the Thunder and the Mavericks. You'll catch us here Friday afternoon around 2:30. We'll be back live. Thank you for tuning in to Second Take. This has been Adam Donner, Jack Rest for Jeremiah Cook and Joe Brescia. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night, y'all.